Hello everyone, welcome to another project I will be working on today. It's a beautiful Sony TC-K777. It's the first generation and it says it's oldest generation, but it's really hard to find these decks in this mint condition. This one came for service and that's where I will be working today. Has really super low wear comparing to what I've seen on the Japanese forums, and this one is 120 volts model, so this one is US based, so it should be good. And as you may see, probably because of that, wear is not so big. All right, here, fast forward, almost fine. Rewind is slow. Playback is super noisy. Okay, but at least it shows something. Okay, it was 2 channels, now just 1 channel. Here. Now we have 2 channels, so this switch just needs to be deoxidized. All right. And the third generation, as you may see, it has a switch here, which has been replaced by a regular port in the later generations. All right. So luckily, I still have 2 sets of the idler tires and belts for these decks. Idler tires I got from Japan. Those are pretty good. So after I complete this deck, I will have the last one set. So if you're interested in servicing your deck, please let me know, because I haven't seen like any more these idlers. Not in Japan, not on eBay. Like every time I see, the quality is awful. All right, and I see this switch, it always pops this button, so probably we just don't need to use it. See, it pops too much. All right, Dolby here. All right. So let me open it, remove the tape transport, and let's start from there. But beautiful condition. Take another look. How perfect it is. How nicely designed this deck. And with this large, beautiful, bright display, it definitely was a hit in 1982. All right, so let me open it and I meet you right there. Okay, connectors. One connector here, this one, and one right here. This for the front panel. These 2 black and red marked here. Another 2 here, the blue one and then red marked. Okay. That's for FG coil. Not sure what else. Here, another one right here. That one. Also, here we have brown white with blue mark, red white with red, and orange white with green mark. So this deck has been worked on. I found 2 screws are different, probably because original thread was broken. All right, so I need to see what else. Yeah, here is another one right here. Okay, Is it everything? I hope so. So technically we don't need to disconnect this one, I believe. Right here. Oh, yeah. Done. Alright, let me see if I can pull it now. Here is more. The blue one right here. And the playback and records head connectors. So here we have the rise head, record head, and playback goes to the bottom. So we need to pull up this board as well. Alright, see you soon. Okay guys, I disconnected all the wires and here is the playback head, so I need to desolder this, guys. So you see right left channels connected like that. Let me desolder it and I would be able to pull up tape transport fully. I had to open the bottom cover. Alright, see you soon. Okay, and here I finally released the tape transport. Check the belt. It looks like from the power steering in the car. So thick it is. Alright, now let me work on it. You may refer to the detailed video I've been doing, like for the previous similar deck I was fixing. We have 3 decks already fixed, so take a look and I will show just the major moments here. So first of all we need to disassemble from this top panel. Here are the 2 screws from here. Then we need to safely remove this damper for the door. Then we need to remove door and disassemble everything like one by one. Clean up, lubricate, assemble back. What I mentioned, so there is no oil washers in this deck already, so someone was fixing it. He was not very gentle. Alright, see you soon. Here guys, I'm disassembling. It's not a very complex job, but here is the belt. I have never seen like it's about 2 millimeters thick belt installed. Alright, that's a real motor belt. Check the lubricant is dried already years ago. It's very gooey and sticky. Alright, moving on. The same lubricant needs to be cleaned. Supply side, same here. Take up side. Alright, I need to get motor out of there to get to the idlers. There is 2 idlers in this deck, so let me work smoothly. See you soon. And here guys, by disassembled I found the issue that right spring is not connected. So maybe that was the reason for the loud noise we have heard. Let me pull up this front and I will check it up. Okay everyone, finally I disassembled to get to the most of the parts which needs to be cleaned, lubricated. Here you see old lubricant which has never been cleaned. Let me show you idlers. So those are pretty poor shape already. This one may be still more or less fine, but small one is already like a mirror. Alright, and see how many small teeny pieces like are everywhere. So this right spring, it was not screw, it was missing screw. That's why it was like floating. Alright, now imagine assemble everything back and I still didn't get into these pieces. So I still need to disassemble everything here, make sure it will work pretty smooth. Alright, so see you soon. Well, it required even more disassembly than I thought. I had to remove magnets. to get to these levers, because this lever here is still sticky lubricant like everywhere. All right, so continue clean up. Hey guys, now big part of this mess has been reassembled. So you may see it's now works smoothly without efforts. That's how it should be from the factory. Also I mentioned that they replaced the bulb, but it's too big to fit properly here. So probably I would need to glue it because it just don't hold well. All right. Whew, moving on. Way too many parts. And here I just completed lubricating, cleaning, and assembling this module. Let's calculate together how many shafts we need to lubricate. Shaft here, shaft here, shaft here, shaft here. Next, we need to lubricate 2 bearings for this shaft, 2 bearings for this shaft, 2 bearings for this reel, 2 bearings for this reel. So just imagine how many parts are here. Probably the most complex deck from the amount of the bearings, but it works well. Like after 40 years, more than 40, 45 years, it still works. All right, so that's the idlers. This one gets plastified and cracked. This one is still like rubber, but it's not so good anymore. All right, so moving on. Next assembly. See ya. Hey guys, I continue assembly, and what I figured out that there was lost spacers under this piece of the motor. As a result, the shaft has been going back to the back plate here, you see, and was touching and was producing very unpleasant noise. Now you can hear, technically not hear, any exit sound. It's pretty clean, nice, and should work now. All right. Yeah, someone really did mess up with this deck. I hope I would be able to fully restore it. See you soon. Well guys, I continue assembly. Good news, now it's rotated. It was so tough. You see, it's still like don't fall free. It was so dry for all these years that it just like requires some workout due to metal growth and like so on. You see, it should be running free here. So, but good news, like that is means that bearings are not worn. They are pretty close to the size and diameter. That's good news. Another good news, I found the oil washer, which should be sitting on the front. It was sitting on the back of this capstan reel, because like when we install this one, it's been pulled to the back by magnet to the metal plate right here, and we don't need the washer on front because it would be never touching. Right, I see I need to clean it here. All right, moving on. Soon we will be able to see how everything works. Hey guys, finally everything assembled, and I found a teeny screw to put here. As you may see, it's not black unfortunately, but it was a challenge to find. I believe it's 1.6 millimeter screw. Luckily I have them. Now you see, tape is moving out. New pinch rollers. Everything is assembled. It's time to put everything inside the deck. See you soon. Hey guys, after assembling and trying to run it, I see nothing work. So finally I found these 2 wires get disconnected. Let's see if it would be it, because I also see that capstan motor doesn't run without initial push. Something is really weird happening, so let me see. Maybe some other wire somewhere gets broke as well. It was lots of work, so probably that's the root cause. We'll see. See you soon. Hey guys, this deck don't give me easy life, so I had to disassemble tape transport again and like reloop the capstans because wow and flutter was terrible. And after I did it, assembled everything back, wow went, but flutter still was there, and specifically on the every rotation of the shaft of the capstan right here. So I added made it matte, and flutter went away. It started to work properly. Then I started to check the heads and left guide, and everything was off, really far off, like 1.5 millimeter. Everything was staying like too deep. So I started tune up, so I tuned the heads, tuned the guide, and I accidentally broke this rise head. So what I will be doing, I will try to install this one from Nakamichi. Just I need to understand if I can like reuse or like change the position, because height of this head is bigger. Really, I'm so tired with these old decks, specifically when multiple guys have been working on them before me, and like now, like you see, even this is not factory. It just covered some kind of nightmare here. Alright, so really lots of issues. So never worked from the first time, this old decks. The like later generations, like you can do it once, assemble, everything works. With older decks, it's a nightmare. Alright, now I will think what I will do next, but it will require some time to complete it. Right now it has a perfect speed. Levels were like almost there. It was playing more or less fine, but all guides and heads, everything was off. Alright, now I have to deal with this. Thank you, see you soon.